So, first, I want to thank everyone for being here today. Today is March 1st, which is the first day of Women's History Month. Today, I stand with my colleagues to mark the first day of Women's History Month and how important it is for us to stand together as elected women to say that we are proud of women's history and how we are still making history every single day. I want to talk about how in 1920, after a long, hard fight, the 19th Amendment was passed, giving women the right to vote. And we are proud of that. But now, years later, it's not only time for us to have a right to vote, it's time for us to vote in numbers. It's time for us to make a change. This is the year of women. And we want to march and we want to rally, but we also want to run for office. And we have a hashtag that we are proud to say, and it is hashtag We Are Qualified. So next week on International Women's Day, we are going to come together and we are going to qualify on International Women's Day to show Georgia and to show America that together we are making more history every single day. I also want to talk about how on March 8th, right after we qualify as a unit, we are going to have a huge rally at Liberty Plaza. And that is where we can stand together as all races, immigrants, Moms Demand Action, all different types of organizations that are going to say, we will stand together for more women all across Georgia to run for office. We're tired of being the minority. We are coming together to be the majority. We want to see a majority women's legislators, elected officials, city council members. We want to say not only are we running for office, but we want other women to run for office so that they can be capital women. We need more capital women all across Georgia. So we will stand together on March 8th as we qualify on International Women's Day and as we have a rally to say that the time is not in the future, but the time is now for the women to stand together and to become the majority. 51% of Georgians are women. So why not let the legislator and elected officials all over Georgia be 51% women elected? Y'all like that?
Oh, yeah.
I love that. I love that. So please make sure to hear more about the rally. You go to capitalwomen.com, check it out, sign up for the rally, and say to the rest of Georgia that women are standing together to qualify together to get more women elected and to do that what we need to do to make more history for women in Georgia. Now I'm going to bring up Representative Terry Anulewicz to talk a little bit about women and women run for office.
Thank you so much, Representative Thomas. I'm so grateful that you invited me to participate in this press conference today. I actually had the opportunity for 4 of the years that I served on the Smyrna City Council. We were a majority female council, and I will tell you that when the majority of the governing body is women, it impacts the tone and the tenor of the legislation that you pass, and it also impacts the culture in a very positive way. And I think that the more women we have who are willing and able to put themselves out there to run for office, it will impact the way that we govern the state of Georgia in a very positive way. The first time I ran for office, I was pregnant with my second child. I had a toddler at home. It was busy, it was hard, but I unseated a male incumbent who had been in office for 19 years. The evening of that election, this was more than 10 years ago, he sent out an email and said, how is a young woman with a growing family going to possibly have the time to serve on an elected office? And I will tell you, you can do it. If you are a woman out there who is contemplating running for office, and I know that right now In March of 2018, more women than ever have reached out to organizations that train women and assist women in running for office. If you're thinking about it, you can do this. I'm telling this to you right now, and I hope that more women will join us here in January of 2019. Thank you so much, Representative Thomas.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to leave you with a quote that I love, and I like to tell people that I came up with. But it's a very important quote. And before I say that quote, again, I want to tell you, if you want to join the rally on March 8th, make sure you go to CapitalWomen.com, check it out, sign up for the rally. We want you to not only be there, we want you to speak at this rally. This is not just secluded to elected officials that are going to get to speak at this rally. We want you to come out. We want you to hear your organization. We want you to have the mic. And I'll end with this. When women lead, we all succeed. Thank you. Do we have any questions? Thank you.
Are there certain concerns that you all, as an organized group, will try and address for the women's community of Georgia?
Oh, of course. There's a lot of concerns all over Georgia when it comes to women equality. And we will be addressing those. Again, but the biggest way to address that is to make sure that we're in the majority. Because with that, we can make sure that we have laws that make sure that equal rights are important in the state of Georgia. So, yes, we will be addressing that.
Okay, and I may have asked my question the wrong way.
Come on up, y'all.
Concerns that you guys are already looking to address.
Oh, of course. So equal pay is one. We want to make sure that women all across Georgia are making the same pay that their counterparts, men, are making, because they deserve it. We work just as hard, and in some cases, we work harder. And so we need to have equal pay. And so that is something that we will be fighting for. And we will be fighting for women's voices, because sometimes we're not always heard. And sometimes our voices are shunned because the male voices are louder than us. You know, there's a statistic that says that when a man gets ready to step up for a position, he only has to feel 50% qualified. And for a woman to step up for a new position, she has to feel 200% qualified. But we are dismissing those myths because we are qualified. No, we are not, because we do not want to divide ourselves. We want to uplift all women of all colors. We do not want to divide ourselves. We want to uplift women. And I think that is the most important voice to say, is that we want to lift up all women that are running for office statewide, because there's a lot of good women that are running.
I just wanted to say before we do end, in difficult times, women will show up. Remember Alabama. We are going to ride that wave because we have a voice, and we're about to use that voice. And we are going to become the majority right here, right now.
Yep. Yes. And with that, I couldn't have said it better than how Representative Bazemore said it. Look at what women have done all across America. And if you want to look at what we have done, Google it. Google how women are shining bright. Google how this year, 350% times last Congress election, 350% more women are running for Congress. How we used to just have 72 women statewide in all of America. And now you see women running in droids all across America for statewide offices. We are going to be a part of this change, because we are not just homemakers. We are change makers. Thank you so much.